I just showed the photo of the Napalm Girl, or also the Terror of War, because my photograph has two names. I feel this is a very sad photo, but it's a very important thing to remember, especially with the current events in the world going on right now. The major things of this photo I will be discussing is what it is, how it impacted America, and why it's important to me. So, from an article called Confluence by Sarah Berger, um, it just talks about like who photographed it, which is Nick Ut in 1972. And it just talked about also like, so it's a photo obviously of a girl who's naked and a boy, and they're running because they're scared. And so it was very scandalous in the American eye because of the nudity in the photo. And so, yeah, and especially because it was a photograph of the Vietnam War. I don't know if I mentioned that. Next, when this photo became recognized, according to um, Napalm Girl, like Humphrey Fellows at Cronk Night School at Journalism, people were just very distraught and horrified, as you can imagine, because, it just brings people into realities because there's this girl running and she's young and she's naked, and it's just really sad. And people were just horrified and distraught, and I when I saw it, I was definitely very distraught, It's really sad. And finally, people were just very, you know, like angry. And also, I watched this video from the photographer, and it was just talking about how people were just really shocked and deciding what photos to use to expose the war. Finally, this photo really had an impact on me because, especially with current events, and um, it's just stuff like this is still happening, and it's just really sad to see. So it's just, yeah. So I think it's very sad and just really just like, it just grabs you. And then as well, it just makes me wonder why people still support war when it's just really brutal, and especially on innocent civilians and just innocent people that didn't do anything wrong. And it's really hard to see people still support war when there's photographs like this that show, why we probably shouldn't support war. I think it also proves that we can never fully trust what the government is doing because this photo did open so many American people's eyes. Um, so yeah, we can just never fully trust the government. Um, all in all, the image is just very sad, and it has lots of impacts on America, and it impacted me on an individual level, and I'm sure it'll impact all of you too. So it's just, yeah, really sad to think about. And some brain thinkers to leave off with is that war is very devastating, and it has a lot of very devastating effects. Many we will not see unless photographed. So you also should take pictures just in case you become the next terror of war photographer, Like, you just make people see something for what it is. That's my point. So, yeah. Um, so we talked about what the photograph is, the impact of America, it had on America, actually, and the impact on me. So, yeah, just make sure